Welcome to Cosmic Koolaid. This is your host, Corey Short. In the booth with me today is Dakota Moss.
What's up, brother?
How you doing, man?
Good, bro.
Welcome.
Thank you.
How's life?
It's good. Chilling. Kinda.
Chilling.
Working my ass off, but chilling.
All right. So Dakota and I've known Dakota for, man,
I was like
20 years?
Yeah. I was
Longer?
Like 5 or 6.
Yep, 20 years. He's 27 now. He is can we even call it hip hop? I don't even know that you're hip hop. You're your own sound.
I don't know what it is.
He
Everybody
is
asks me, and I'm like, I don't know how to
He
say
is
it.
a roots hip hop, Southern Appalachian. You got a sound of your own. It's awesome.
It's like leaning on pop, and I don't like that at all.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Right. You got to grab some of those other titles just to keep your edge.
Yeah, exactly.
I hear you. But no, we had the chance to work together to start your career. We started getting you some live shows and getting you with producers and getting some music rolling. And man, you've got a real gift. I've enjoyed being a big brother type figure to you for a long time, but really, really enjoyed getting close to your music and making some shit happen with that. And stoked to have you here.
Yeah, I'm geeked.
Tell me what's new in life, sir.
Me and my loving girlfriend Ann just signed on a lease on a house, so I'm geeked on that.
Fantastic.
Gonna have 2 bedrooms, so I got a studio.
Okay.
And as soon as we walked in the second bedroom, Ann goes, "Your studio." And I'm like, "I love you." Music, geeked for this show on June 2nd.
That's right. We're going to cover all of that. We got a big show coming up at Silverado's, Dakota opening for Kingery in June. So y'all make sure you check that out.
Yes, sir.
Let's focus on the first part for a minute. Tell me about this girlfriend of yours.
I met her over 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, something like that. She's from Iowa, moved down here, and was unfortunate enough to meet me in like the first 2 weeks. And,
Where'd y'all meet?
Tinder. Shout out Tinder.
Oh, nice. I didn't mean to roll you under the bus like that.
Nah,
You could have
bro.
told me to no comment.
Nah, I'll be real with it. I thought she was catfishing me, and she actually showed up and looked like her picture, so I was like, cool. Played that shit mad slow.
All right, so walk me through this Tinder process because
Okay.
it came on the scene long after I was eligible,
Yep.
which is highly
Your
unfortunate.
4 years were gone.
Which is highly unfortunate. I just want to say, if my understanding of it is correct. Is there anybody on Tinder for any other reason than the hookup, or is that pretty much exclusively?
Bro, I don't think I've ever just hooked up with somebody.
So people do treat it like a normal dating app too.
Yeah.
Okay. Right on.
I mean, me and Ann, I didn't touch her for like 3 months.
Word. Respect. That's
Well,
tough.
Also, no, what am I trying to get at? There's no fucking way that she could have liked me, but she does apparently. So that's sick.
She is beautiful.
Yeah.
Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
But when you gonna put a ring on it, bro?
Oh, it's coming.
Nice.
It's coming. She's the one.
Word.
I'm locked.
She's a sweet girl, beautiful girl. So I think you should be locked. Good
She's
for you.
been so much help in everything in my life, and like especially music.
She loves what you're doing with the music.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
She's my producer engineer now.
I can speak to that, knowing what it's like to have a good teammate.
Oh, it's incredible. I'll be at work having a bad day. She doesn't even know it. She'll just text me like, "You want to work on that song tonight?" I'm like, yeah,
Right.
I do.
That's awesome. That's awesome. In my first marriage, we weren't good teammates. You know, we were both kind of we're just we were young. You know.
Yeah.
We weren't good teammates to each other. But in my second marriage, my wife is my true best friend.
Oh yeah, you got
and my true teammate.
a rock in that
Yeah,
one.
man. She is a leader, a hell of a boss to work for, hell of a business partner, and just life teammate. I'm lucky for sure. So tell me about at what point did you say, I want to do this music? How did that come to be?
So I've like dabbled in writing all my life. I don't even know what I was writing, like poems or music.
Sure.
Like I think I wrote my first song. I couldn't tell you a single word, but I know it was called Blank. It's in the 7th grade, 6th or 7th grade. and I like sent it to this girl.
Did you like record the cassette and like sing it?
No, bro. This was on a Motorola Razor, and I typed out the entire fucking song. Like it was at Norton's at the time, and I remember Mom and Dad were like, "What are you doing? Writing a book?" And I'm like, "No, I'm writing a song." Like, bro, I probably typed for an hour and a half because it was 333-4-6666.
Right.
Like,
That old school texting method.
God.
Those are good times. Flip phones.
Yeah, I just have always done it, and my little cousin Joey, like started making beats or something. I don't really remember how it happened. And then there was just like there was a mic there one day, so I like fucked around with it, and then
started throwing little bars on.
Yeah,
and that was it.
And then somebody else hit me up and said, "Come get on this mic." This is with no plugins, like no, but I was geeked to be in front of a mic, you know. And then I was like, I want my own stuff, and shout out Mama. One Christmas, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 2 years ago, 3, 4, hell, I don't know. Got me everything, bro. Like Dad copped a computer, and Mom got the mic, the interface, the mic stand, all that, and they had a toy hauler. So we turned that into the studio, built a little sound booth.
So, the way I met Dakota was he was coming to an establishment. Well, I own the establishment now. Didn't plan on that at the time I met you, but I spent so much time DJing at the Social, which is now the Social. And
At the Social,
I met
which is now the
you
Social.
when it was Norton's.
Yeah.
And you were coming from time to time with your folks, and you would sing karaoke. So it's been in your blood, and I've known you since you were, like you said, about 5 or 6, and coming there to sing and
pumping out Miss New Booty at 7 years old.
That's right. The problem with your karaoke, you can't even do that now. You can't go to sing a country song now because everybody expects you to be Dakota Moss.
Yeah,
that won't work anymore.
I don't even want to do that.
Right.
Like I just got back from a cruise. While I was on the boat, I was tempted.
Oh, you should have.
I just never did.
You should have.
I don't know why.
You wouldn't have broken anybody's heart with a country song
right
on the boat. You know? So you went from the karaoke thing, didn't really dabble much in music, 12, 13, 14, 15 years old. And then how old were you when your buddy was laying down the beats? And you picked up the mic?
This was not long ago. 5 years ago.
Okay.
5 or 6 years ago.
So really, it wasn't something you were hunting for.
No.
It just randomly popped into your life and you fell in love.
And the first time whenever I put headphones on and heard it come back to me the way that it's supposed to, I was like, oh, I have to do this.
Yeah.
Like, this is awesome.
Well, you are incredibly talented.
Thank you.
There's no way around that.
I'm not like still pushing at music if you never came into my life in that way, like in the business and like.
Sure.
You put a lot of confidence into me, and I thank you for that.
Well, it was going to come either way, bro, because you're just that good. We're going to play some of his stuff here in a little bit, so make sure you stick around for that, and we'll tell you where you can hear all the new stuff coming up and basically everything Dakota Moss. Did you know right away that it was a hip hop sound for you?
So at the time, I pretty much exclusively listened to hip hop. I mean, I grew up on country and Southern rock, and like my parents are awesome badasses. So like I got a good realm of music,
sure,
just pumped into me. But I kind of discovered hip hop for the family.
Rapping,
yeah.
Right.
Like mom wasn't into that, unless it was like Outkast, which I love Outkast, but it wasn't what I was listening to, you know.
Right. Yeah, around here, that Southern-based, Atlanta-based hip-hop is Memphis. I mean, there's that whole sound does well here.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially on my end with the selling tickets and trying to get people out to see stuff.
Oh, yeah.
The Southern hip-hop does well. Not so much Northern hip-hop. Like, we had 8 Ball and MJG. There's been talks of Nas and some other opportunities, but they just don't perform well in the South, or they don't sell tickets well in the
Dude,
South.
I don't remember ever listening to anything but Southern hip hop.
Yeah.
Like, if I was listening to hip hop, it was mainly Southern.
So you describe your sound as a popish, hip hopish, Appalachian. Man, I don't know. I don't even fair labeling you at all because it's so unique, and it changed.
Yeah.
You know, you started out with stuff that was, for me, very Eminem-ish. Very. You sounded like early Eminem. It had a humor to it. I don't even know how you describe it, but it was the old Eminem that came on the scene being funny, making us laugh. Yeah. That's what your voice.
The one that people like fell in love with.
And then we got you with a producer, got you in the studio, and y'all started working on your sound, and it changed.
For sure.
How did that happen?
So whenever I was doing the first things that you heard, I knew nothing about a computer as far as music. So like I was having to really rely on my cadence and the way that I'm saying things to make it make sense, as opposed to like relying on finding that sound that we love the way. I don't know what I'm trying to say, honestly. I didn't know anything, and now I can just be comfortable in like sound. Like I enunciate words the way that I actually enunciate them in real life now, whereas the first things I wasn't.
Right.
Like Yellow Wolf is a big influence in my music stuff, and you can hear that in the initial stuff.
Could you see yourself doing a rock rap type album?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure. And this is like a stupid thing that I want, because it's not going to make me successful, but I want to be able to do all of it. Like, I kind of want to drop a rock song, a hip hop song, a pop.
I mean, bro, look at fucking Jelly Roll.
I mean, you're right. You're right.
He would go number one in any market,
for sure,
any genre right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's. I can see you. I can see you rolling like that.
I just kind of want to be like, hey, I can do all this. Like, I have 2 country songs I'm writing right now. Like straight up country songs, no 808s.
That you plan to perform yourself.
At some point, maybe.
Okay.
Depends on how they turn out.
Hey, keep loading up the library, bro.
Yeah,
you never know. That's cool, and it's going to be really cool that you can produce it yourself now.
Yeah,
you don't have to wait on others.
That makes it so much better. Dude.
Particularly that last producer. You don't have to wait on him anymore.
That's real nice.
Real nice.
It's real nice. There's a lot of hoops to jump through.
Real nice. Anyway, moving on from that guy. Tell me about how this area affects your sound and your writing. Does growing up in these mountains mean anything to you when it comes to making your music?
Yeah, for sure. And I think that's why, like, even in my hip hop pop-ish things, in my recent things, anytime I've submitted that to be like reviewed by somebody, they are always like, yeah, it's like hip hop, pop, country. Like, and I'm not trying to be country, but like my mouth does what it does. Like, I can't stop it. And just growing up here, I'm country almost every day. Right. Like 99.9. There's going to be some
southern
country
element to everything.
It has to be. Like, I'm southern for sure.
Are there any particular messages that you want to convey to your listeners? Is there a story you're trying, or what are you passionate about? I guess is what I'm getting at. That's a deep question.
For sure.
I probably should have loaded you with that ahead of time. But
no. I've struggled with a lot. I mean, of mental things that have actually happened in life, loss, like death.
Tell me about that.
So whenever my papa lived with me for as long as I can remember, he's like a second dad to me. He's a lot of the reason that I am the person I am. And he passed away from cancer. Fuck cancer. Whenever I was in 8th grade, and that was my first loss, and it was like as close as it could be without it being mom or dad.
Sure. So,
I battled with my brain for a long time, while also, like, I'm a single child, an only child, single child. What the fuck? I'm not single. I'm an only child, and I was trying to be there for mom, you know. I know that all of her brothers were and dad was as well, but I felt a form of responsibility to, like, she's crying, like, I don't have to, you know, like I can be the one patting her back and stuff like that.
It's so funny, man. When I think about the worst moments from when Pacey passed away, the hardest parts of that were telling the others, hurting the others, breaking their heart. My heart was, toast.
Yeah.
But that wasn't as hard as breaking my daughter's heart and telling her that she lost her brother.
Mm-hmm.
It's tough. Shit, I'm going to cry.
It's all good, brother.
It builds us up, man. It gives us character, and I hate that it's a part of life. But anyway, thank you for sharing that.
Yeah. I'm so blessed to be a part of your life as well.
Yeah, man. Likewise, bro. I love you to death. Your family, and man, shout out to your mom and dad, bro.
Dude, they're goats.
They are goats. They're just the sweetest people, and they're such good parents. They raised you, man. So, and
I don't know what that means, but I like them individually.
I love Sarah and Dave to death, and Larry too, man. Just great people. You got a good family. And Uncle Hef. Is that Uncle?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that's Hef. Uncle Hef.
Yeah.
I'll always be Leroy to him. I don't know why, but I'm Leroy.
And then that wasn't your only loss. You lost your uncle too.
Yep. My mom's youngest brother, and he was like my brother. I was around him constantly.
Yep. And I graduated high school with him. He was just more great stock from your family.
Dude,
It's a tough loss.
He was different, for sure.
Tough loss, for sure. He was super talented, mechanic, and skilled guy.
Dude, I feel like he could have done anything. Like, that's just how he was. He could have just sat down and figured it out in about 15 minutes and been like, I know how to do it better than anybody else does right now.
Right.
He was a massive inspiration.
So back over to the music. Appreciate you sharing that. That was the first opportunity that I took my liberty to dig out the meat of the story out of you.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So I'll take it. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
But have you? So I got you started. We got you with the producer, and then I kind of stepped back, and he kind of took your career into his hands for a little bit. When I stepped back, I didn't keep up with some stuff. I mean, obviously I've been watching from a distance, but I wanted to let you do your thing, and I stayed out of the way. But did you get the chance to collaborate with anybody locally?
Yeah, actually, this dude named Paragon, Pave, shout out Pave. Pave was helping Buddy at the time, and hit me up and said, come to the studio tonight. And I was like, oh, like, you're not going to text me that me not come. I'm on the way.
Right.
I didn't know I was going to be in. I was just like ready to see what was going on with this guy. So, yeah, we picked a beat. Dude went in and freestyled this great chorus and verse.
Now, did this track ever drop? Did you ever release it?
No.
Okay.
I don't know that it ever will.
Is that another one of the projects being held hostage?
Well, yeah. Honestly, I held it hostage at first. That was 100% my fault. Paragon hit me up. Let's talk, bro. Just because there was so much shit going on that I could not understand.
Right.
And
you just kind of froze.
I was being told one thing and the other things were happening. Like I was so influenced at that point.
Dude, you got exposed to the dark side of the music business quicker than anybody should.
Bro, yeah.
That wasn't cool.
The industry ate me before I ever saw the industry.
But you're not done.
Nah, hell no.
You've been in the shadows writing and ready for your comeback, and we're about to do this thing.
I'm geeked that it happened when it happened.
So let's go ahead and show our audience your first music video for practice, if you're cool with it.
That's fine, I guess.
All right. Y'all take a look at this. We'll be right back.
What up, Pave? What is this? Ooh, hottie. I told her, girl, I want you. And then she hit me back like, boy, you always had this. Damn, really wish you would've shown that. So I'd have known that because you're perfect without practice. I said, I know what you've been going through. She like, hell nah, baby, you couldn't even have it. True. And then we doubled up on drinks of Jameson and a green tea because we perfect without practice. Perfect without practice. Perfect without. Swerving in my lane, you looking back from the Polaroid, the view that's on the dash. I'm on my way. All these feelings gonna last, so what's appealing of this low self-esteem I seem to have? I'm wondering. Climbing now, I can't wait to see what it's gonna be. How the fuck I get up if I fall, I'm stumbling. Never wanted love, I don't know what you've done to me. Why did you choose me? Why did you choose me? You telling me I'm up, but it's to feel like I'm losing. She's telling me you know how them dudes be. The roll of weed I got broke up to smoke while I'm cruising. I told her, girl, I want you. And then she hit me back like, boy, you always had this. Damn, really wish you would've shown that. So I'd have known that because you're perfect without practice. I said, I know what you've been going through. She like, hell nah, baby, you couldn't even have it. True. And then we doubled up on drinks of Jameson and a green tea because we perfect without practice. Perfect without practice. Perfect without. Perfect when you wake up. No point in wearing makeup cause I know you never fake shit. Not the type to take shit off of anybody, then that shit attractive. Heart up on my sleeve, no CDG, this ain't for fashion. I ain't talking about your drink when I say you truly the baddest. Tell me what you think, should I digress or push the passion? Tell me what you need, I guarantee I'll make it happen. No, ain't going fast, but swear to me that you're never gonna crash it. Tell me that you love me cause I'm scared to say it first. I know you got some problems and I'm scared to make them worse. I've been pouring from this empty cup and you quenching my thirst. Maybe one day I'll work up the fucking nerve to say, baby, I want you. And then she hit me back like, boy, you always had this. Damn, really wish you would've shown that. So I'd have known that because you're perfect without practice. I said, I know what you've been going through. She like, hell nah, baby, you couldn't even have it. True. And then we doubled up on drinks of Jameson and a green tea because we perfect without practice. Perfect without practice. Perfect without.
All right, you heard it here. That was the music video practice for our buddy Dakota Moss. How was that, man? Tell me about that experience working with Andrew Anderson on that video.
That was dope. I like Andrew a lot. He was very easy to work with. Also, like, we didn't have a lot of ideas necessarily. Like, I just kind of showed up and I was like, dude, just make it look good. I don't know. Like, I'm with you, you know? And I think he did a great job. I was told by other people that were in the camp that I shouldn't work with him ever. But
he's fantastic, man.
Andrew holla at me also, like, we're gonna work again.
Yeah, Andrew's around here, dude. For music videos, Andrew's the GOAT.
Yeah,
he's won more awards. Nobody
he's
comes
awesome,
close.
bro.
Yeah,
he's like I said, so easy to work with.
Every time they do music video Asheville, he's up there like 6 times. He's killing it. But and now he's getting bigger stuff. He's getting into some feature films, and he's climbing in the industry. We may not have him at our disposal much longer.
I don't think that context is gonna.
But
that
shout out to
change.
you. Shout out to you, Andy Anderson. We love you, brother.
Yes, sir.
Great work. Tell me about the hip hop scene around Asheville. What's going on with it? I mean, is anybody hot right now?
Okay, and I might offend some people,
Sure.
and I'm sorry for doing that,
Bring
but
it.
I don't think there is one. And that's not discouraging me from being like in that lane, but like I don't think Asheville likes hip hop that much. As far as venues, like I think that you're doing it right, like bringing in the people that you're bringing in, but like.
Well, even that is changing though. Like when I first came in, it was all genres, but I lost a lot of money.
Yeah, you had to. Yeah,
a lot of money
you
playing that.
Stack it down.
So we do about 80% Southern.
Yeah,
we'll call it Southern rock, country rap, Southern rap, Southern hip hop. There's just not many artists in our price range.
Right, I understand.
I mean, I can't get Outcast. Nobody can get Outcast right now, but even. You know, Big Boy he loves Salvage Station, and he did the Orange Pill thing, and they've got relationships. Those are hard to break, you know.
Absolutely.
You know how the relationship thing works. But yeah, Asheville.
It's
man,
weird,
I loved Mike Live. I talked him up to you a lot. I loved Mike Live, but he's even in Charleston now. I don't see anybody really, you know.
Nobody's like just blowing Asheville up.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, and I don't know that anybody has. Again, I could be just uninformed, but
I want to try an experiment. I want to rent the stage downtown Asheville on the green.
Yeah.
Make the dopest marketing video campaign and do a Dakota Moss show.
Oh, dude, that'd be the sickest fucking thing ever. Just see what happens.
You know, just for exposure. Free.
Yeah, that'd be tough.
Free.
Bring back Bell Share.
And just promote the hell out of it. Free show. Dude, I bet we put 5,000 people out there. You know, if we market it right.
I'm down.
I'd have to find some way to just cover costs. We get a sponsor or something.
Yeah.
But that could be cool. Just an experiment.
That would be so tough.
You know, 99% of the people that see the marketing will have never heard of you.
Yeah.
Your friends and your youthful demographic that hangs out at the clubs and are doing the 20-something thing, they all know about you. But the most of the people that the marketing will hit don't. But it's a free show. The video will be exciting.
Yeah.
Bring the kids, come downtown, hear some great music.
Yeah.
I don't know. A couple food trucks.
That sounds...
I need to step outside of my East Asheville bubble and do some downtown stuff. One day. So nothing clicking for you in the hip-hop scene around here right now.
Not that... I mean, again, if you know of somebody or you are somebody, hit me up.
Hit
I
'em
want
up.
to know about it.
Hit them up. Collaboration opportunities exist.
I'm not trying to say that nobody's doing it, but as far as to answer your question, I don't see anybody, like, as far as a hip-hop scene in Asheville, no idea. Couldn't tell you.
Tell me what you got coming up, man. What projects are you working on right now?
So, I think, I don't know if I'm dropping an album or just singles. Probably just singles. It kind of makes more sense. Unfortunately, I hate that. Never mind. I'm probably do an album because that's what I want to do. That's what I've always wanted to do.
Well, in reality, your first batch of releases didn't get their proper due. So I think you could drop a 15, 18 track album with those.
Oh, yeah, true.
And 12 new songs.
Dude, if I was to redo those right now,
you should redo them.
That would be next level.
You should redo them with a real producer.
You talking about me?
Yeah. No, that wasn't what I was talking about. I just mean not the one that produced the first round.
No, I feel
That's
you.
what
I feel you. Yeah. I mean, I still have the instrumentals of what they were supposed to be.
And I mean, you bought the stems originally yourself, so by all means, dude, redo them.
Still got it.
Yep.
That's not to say I haven't already done it. Just so you know. I'm
thinking, right. Oh, touche. So I'm thinking back to the timeline of when you popped onto the scene. Did the pandemic affect? You started right in the middle of the pandemic.
Bro, so you were going to give me a show at the Social just from the Appalachian Performance. That was all I had out. And you were like, you need a show right now. And then COVID hit not 2 weeks later, and everything shut down. So, like, and then that talk just kind of, like, fizzled out because none of us can do anything.
Right.
Shout out COVID for, like, allowing me to find, like, how to be comfortable on a microphone, if that makes sense.
Right.
Like, it gave me enough time to...
I'm trying to think of how you first brought it to me. I think it was like a late night Facebook conversation.
Oh, bro, I sent it to you, and I was like, hey, in any of your... I think I was literally talking about real estate videos. I'm like, yeah, you can use this music if you want. And then you hit me back actually you called me 2 days later and you were like, bro.
Yeah, the shit was fire. And you know, when you're dealing with somebody you care about, you're going to give them favor. So I wanted to make sure that what I was hearing was as good as I thought I was hearing, and it wasn't just my little buddy Dakota that I love to death.
Yeah.
And I wanted to help him out. So I'm showing everybody, Kenny Snyder. I'm making everybody listen to him. Like, tell me that's not bad as fuck. And they're like, bro. And this was no hook.
Oh, yeah.
All right, you know what? Screw it. Pause. Y'all listen. Here's 30 seconds of no hook. Check it out.
Yeah. Yeah. Sounds like I just leveled up. Probably cause I got the pedal pushing on the metal, huh? I ain't never letting up. Whoa. Murder beats and its mask off. Whenever they realize it, bet the shit gonna blast off. Whoa. They treat me like I'm a cast off. But I still hear them talking, nothing ever get past Smalls. No.
Now see, wasn't that fire? I told y'all that was fire. That's just a tough sound. Man, I want you to bring that one to life one day, but
Bet.
I'll keep working on you.
You've been wanting that for years.
Yeah, dude, I love that song. I know it don't make no sense, like you were drunk or high when you wrote it. None of the lyrics make sense, but it just sounds good.
The rest of that EP was so focused, like front to back, starting writing was like, I'm on this track, like I'm doing, like I have to get this emotion across or this story across. And then that one, I was like, I just heard that beat and I was like, just started.
That was awesome.
Just like, I think I wrote it in like 20 minutes or something.
That's talent, bro. That's real talent. That's good stuff. We are going to take our first break. Let y'all meet our sponsors. In the commercial break, we'll be right back with Dakota Moss.
Hi, my name is Brandy Lamke. I'm the business owner of Coastal Wellness NC. We are a totally mobile IV hydration business that is offered here in Western North Carolina, a nursing dispatching company for the public. What that entails is our consumer, when needed, will call us at our 855-IV2U, and they will choose the option of Asheville, and they will tell the person that answers the phone who they are, what they need, and we will dispatch a nurse to their location. We have a menu available. It shows all of our IVs that are available and for what causes, tells you what supplements are included. If you are experiencing IV drip, is just a basic drip for us, but you wanted to add some vitamin B12 to it, you can do that for a little extra money. Our nurses are very caring and we have expert stickers. All of our nurses have done IVs for years. We have an online wellness shop where you can purchase vials of B12. You can also order semaglutide for weight loss. Monjourno is also another one, and those are our biggest sellers, are the weight loss.
So I'd never tried IV therapy before. My friend told me about Coastal Wellness. They came out to my house. It's a mobile unit, no mobile fee. I didn't have to worry about meeting the deductible for my insurance, which is really high. They came straight out to my house. I got the IV fluids. The next day I was feeling great and wonderful, and the nurse even called the next day to check and see how I was feeling.
Okay. Hey y'all, I'm Dunbar with Instant Karma Asheville. We are a one-stop hippie shop and a true Asheville experience. Oh, and we have 3D tapestries. You gotta check this out. See what I'm saying? Every 3D tapestry comes with a free pair of 3D glasses. It's amazing. Oh yeah. We've got grassroots hats, belly dancing gear, and we have beautiful dream catchers for catching all those dreams that you don't want to have. We have locally made Asheville soap. It's delicious. You're gonna want some for you and your mom. Those would be incense matches. They're really great for the bathroom. Yeah. We have great pipes too. And we have yoga mats. They're really beautiful and soft, and they really help you to just calm down. We sell dragon eye journals and pendants. All sorts of beautifully made local stuff. We have 2 locations, one in West Asheville on Haywood Road, and the other one is downtown on North Lexington Avenue. Make sure you check out our online store at instantkarmaasheville.com. And I can say we are the place you want to be.
And welcome back to Cosmic Koolaid. I'm your host, Corey Short. This is episode 16, and we got Dakota Moss. You've heard a little bit of his music, some of the older stuff, some of his more recent stuff, and I'm going to play for you in a little bit something that nobody's heard yet, and we'll get to that shortly. What's the name of that track?
Costa Rica.
Costa Rica.
I think we just finished. It's not. Songs are never finished if you're the creator.
Sure.
You just have to drop it at a certain point. Like done is better than perfect. Right. I'm trying to learn.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just laid down the last few bars on it like 2 days ago.
Awesome. You know what? Well, let's just go right into it. Y'all take a listen real quick. This is Costa Rica, brand new, never heard before, right here on Cosmic Koolaid, Dakota Moss.
Baby, take off and let's go Costa Rica. You know that I'm working, I got me a visa. Ain't popping no pill, but let's spill to a visa. I'm chasing these meals while we chasing the seasons. Baby, just call them and say you don't need them. I promise I got you, I'm here for a reason. To fill all your problems and fight all your demons like I got them too, so let's go Costa Rica. Baby, take off and let's go Costa Rica. You know that I'm working, I got me a visa. Ain't popping no pill, but let's spill to a visa. I'm chasing these meals while we chasing the seasons. Baby, just call them and say you don't need them. I promise I got you, I'm here for a reason. To fill all your problems and fight all your demons like I got them too, so let's go Costa Rica. Head down, chin up. Shout out TB12 and shout out to Rika for raising an angel. I wish I could see him and that you could meet him, cause you would've loved him, I mean it. Why did John have to go over the deep end? Man, I miss my brother, I'm looking for reasons and answers to questions. I know I don't need them, but damn it, I want them, I'm begging, I'm pleading. Why do the losses just keep on repeating? I'm not about to lose you for your love, I'm fiending. The grass that you water is gonna be the greenest. I love your attitude, sexy as meanness. You keep me focused, I noticed I'm better off when I stay stuck in the moment, the present. Nothing can heal me like you do, so fuck all them doctors and antidepressants, yeah. You've been feeling like medicine, even in the mess I'm in. All girls not the same, and that's news to me. Call depressing now. So baby, come on and let's go. I'm not even taking my phone, tired of picking it up. Know that it can't be my bros, and 25 years ain't enough. Why did they both have to go? Smoking palms out of the cove, for me and John hitting the stove. These memories live with me, can't seem to shake them, but I need some good ones, so let's fucking maybe take off and let's go Costa Rica. You know that I'm working, I got me a visa. Ain't popping no pill, but let's spill to a visa. I'm chasing these meals while we chasing the seasons. Baby, just call them and say you don't need them. I promise I got you, I'm here for a reason. To fill all your problems and fight all your demons like I got them too, so let's go Costa Rica. Baby, take off and let's go Costa Rica. You know that I'm working, I got me a visa. Ain't popping no pill, but let's spill to a visa. I'm chasing these meals while we chasing the seasons. Baby, just call them and say you don't need them. I promise I got you, I'm here for a reason. To fill all your problems and fight all your demons like I got them too, so let's go Costa Rica. Baby, let's dip. Wish they was here, but I can't fucking miss what Johnny said when I sent him a hit. But depression kept fucking me till I went made it my bitch. Learned lots of lessons, but never said shit. Questions still pressing, they still in the mix. Lately been feeling like fuck 'em. Let's get away, big, go pack you a duffel. Baby, take off and let's go Costa Rica. You know that I'm working, I got me a visa. Ain't popping no pill, but let's spill to a visa. I'm chasing these meals while we chasing the seasons. Baby, just call them and say you don't need them. I promise I got you, I'm here for a reason. To fill all your problems and fight all your demons like I got them too, so let's let's go Costa Rica. Baby, take off and let's go Costa Rica. You know that I'm working, I got me a visa. Ain't popping no pill, but let's spill to a visa. I'm chasing these meals while we chasing the seasons. Baby, just call them and say you don't need them. I promise I got you, I'm here for a reason. To feel all your problems and fight all your demons like I got them too. So let's go Costa Rica.
All right, you guys heard it here first. That is Costa Rica from Dakota Moss. And tell me about the process behind that song, or tell me about the song.
So that's kind of just about running away from my mental, packing a bag and getting out of my brain. Shout out my buddy Tate Brown, who passed away from cancer, and his mama, and my buddy John, who passed away from a drug overdose, which was, not expected, obviously.
Yeah. Your generation is feeling that more than ever before. This fentanyl's fucked.
In our initial business thing or music thing, and it was always like my dream for like whenever this shit takes off and I'm on tour, we're picking up Johnny. I met him in Myrtle Beach. He was like my mental savior in Myrtle Beach. I was so depressed, and he was the first person I met that I like clicked with, and we were brothers ever since. He had moved back to Ohio. That's his hometown or home state, and Youngstown, Ohio. And I knew that place wasn't good for him because he had told me it wasn't. So that was always like, whenever this shit happens, you're on the bus. You know, like we talked about this all the time.
Yeah.
And like a week and a half prior to me getting the news, he was talking about moving to Asheville, and just he was like, I have to get out of here. Like it was a call for help, thinking back, but what can you do? So with some sad shit thrown in there, because that's how my brain is.
Yeah. That's got a cool sound, man. I can't wait to hear the whole thing. So how do like social issues and political issues play into your writing? Is there a presence there at all?
Dude, I've got so much shit in my own head that no.
No room for other people's problems.
Yeah, like there's, I don't have a single song that doesn't have some kind of like sad, broken something in there. Even if it sounds pretty, like if you listen to the words, it probably isn't. I've written one, Practice. That's the only one that's like, I mean, even in that one, I'm like talking about my self-esteem. Like,
sure, you got a real a different approach, a humble approach that's unusual in hip hop.
Yeah,
you know, you take somebody like Jack Harlow, who's just total
dude,
contrast to your
I wish
style.
I wish I could do that. Like I don't. At the same time, like I'm glad that I have to do what I have to do, but like the song doesn't make sense if it doesn't hit me personally, and I want that to happen with everyone else. Like I want people to know that they're not by themselves.
And I feel like for you, your music is your vulnerability. I feel like you put off a harder exterior just talking, out and about.
Oh, for sure. That's
your music lets us see your vulnerability.
Yeah,
it's pretty
that's
cool.
dope. I've never even thought about that, but it's always been. I've always thought of it as like my muse, like that's my therapy.
Yeah.
And for you to say it like that, that's a much better way.
Yeah. I didn't even think about it like that until just now too, but it you're a confident, tough kid.
That's how
that everybody sees in the street, but in your music, we see the vulnerability. That's really cool.
I'm broken.
That's for a lot of artists. That's that way. But I've gotten to see so much of both sides of you that it all makes sense now.
Yeah.
Tough. Dope. Absolutely.
That's what I want. I just want people to know who I am.
How do you stay motivated?
Oh man, it's hard.
Especially with the shit that you've been through with the dark side of the music business.
I had to take a full out break because whenever everything happened, I was in, bro. Like, and I couldn't be in the studio as much as I wanted to be, so I was just crushing TikTok. Like,
yeah.
And whenever I say crushing TikTok, to crush TikTok, you have to post 5 times a day. I'm not fucking doing that.
Right.
I want to do it really good 3 times a week. And if that doesn't work, then I guess, oh well. But that was the only way I could get that creative like energy out because I was so pent up and just ready to go.
Yeah.
And then
we need to do like a media day or maybe even a media week. Just say, you know what, for a week we're gonna work.
Yeah.
And you bring 20 different outfits over here, put you in front of the green screen with these mics, these good radio mics, and you just drop different looks, different bars, and I'm filming all this, and we cut up, in 1 week's worth of work, we can cut up a whole year's worth of TikToks.
Oh, bro, yeah, we could, absolutely.
So we'll work on that.
Say less.
Absolutely. What's your most memorable moment so far in music?
There's a few.
I mean, there for a minute, bro, you were all everybody was talking about.
Yeah.
And you're going to get that back. You're only getting started, but
yeah.
I mean, there
We're
was
coming back.
there was a 2-3 month window there where Dakota Moss was all the rage in town. Mm-hmm. And I know for me, I asked you the question. I don't know why I'm answering it for you.
Answer it, please.
But for me, and it had to feel good at your age, the Room 9 treatment that you got.
Dude, I'm not into that shit. Like,
but you walk in and everybody's treating you like a god. You get bottles and you're in the DJ booth.
It was cool being in cutoff jean shorts and them telling everybody else, like, you got to have pants and tennis shoes, or you can't wear tennis shoes and stupid shit. And they're like, and then everybody else in the line wants to fight me. That was kind of cool. Like, I'm glad they didn't because I'm small. But I never enjoyed being in that. That was
just going through the motions for you, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought I was led to believe that this is how the process works, and this was getting my name out.
Sure.
When in all reality, it's not how I want to do anything. Like, I'm not a club going person.
Right.
Also, those were my wildest days I've had in my life.
Right.
Whenever everything started, I was reckless as hell. That's not me though.
Yeah.
Like, I just want to chill at the crib. The Room 9 shit, I haven't been there since.
Yeah.
Okay. Since the Auditorium Dakota Moss after show, which I knew nothing about until that day. And I got a Room 9 notification on my shit saying I was tagged. And it was my face saying, my after party is happening here. And I was like, what? I want to go home, bro. Like,
well, first of all, shout out Room 9.
Absolutely. Y'all treated me great.
Y'all are dope.
Hell yeah.
Any disturbance you hear in the message here is not about you.
It's
about other people involved.
I got treated awesome. That was cool.
Yeah, Room 9, cool spot, cool staff. Kudos to y'all for what you've done in this town. Really the only thing like it that we've ever had.
Yeah, there's
Sin Jades was cool back in the day, but it wasn't. It's different.
Dude, I wish that all the stories that I hear from Sin Jades, I just wish I could go back in time because that sounds so fucking dope. And now it's a piano bar.
Well, what was cool about it was you had the best of both worlds. Mm-hmm. So you had basically like
go up and down.
Think about it like the Social was on one side, and then the other side was Room 9.
Oh, okay.
So you could do like the band and the
yeah,
or you could do the
step over into the sweaty side.
Yeah, 10 issues over here, stilettos over here, and then everybody switched.
Yeah,
it was crazy.
I wish
it was a cool setup. It was a cool setup. Just the hybrid of the two. Yeah. So how do you balance your music life with your personal life?
they're the same thing. Anne is so fucking awesome, and she has really like attached to learning the plugins and the production side of music. I will stand there and sing the same verse 150 times, and she just tweaks on knobs. Because I don't like to do like 15 takes and then like pick the best parts of them. I want it to be one take for a verse and for a chorus, and like I don't want all this shit. My computer can't handle it, and
Right.
I know that I'm able to just do it. So like, let's just do it until it happens. But she is like low key addicted to. We'll be done with it. Like I'm like, this is done. We listen to it, and she's like, I just want to tweak it a little more. Like, we can.
Does she got any musical chops?
So like, she can sing. She
Yeah.
would never tell anybody that. But like, whenever we're in the car, she doesn't sing loud. Well, it's on key. Like she can sing, and also her music interest is like the shit that she listens to is so different than like what I would listen to. And I don't even know what to call what she listens to, like indie, like some electronic shit. I hate it. And she knows that. Like I'm not a fan of most of the things that she listens to, but then like every now and then like an A$AP Rocky song will come on. It's like, oh, you're a human, bet. Like, but she has learned so much. Like it's so easy to go in the studio and be creative,
Yeah.
and be able to say the things that I because I'm not educated in music. I can't be like, you should turn the decibels up 0.2, and I'm just gonna be like, it sounds kind of quiet, and I wish it sounded like I was closer to the microphone. And she has learned that same talk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We don't know all the technical shit. We just know what knob to turn.
Right. Man, like saying the music she listens to, I just don't understand. Like, I got tickets for Dexter, Michael C. Hall, his band, coming to Grey Eagle.
Oh,
the guy that played Dexter.
Okay.
And I'm going strictly because I love the show and I love him. His music's terrible.
I mean, I'll watch anything live. Like,
it's not terrible to his audience, but it's so foreign to any sound I've ever loved. I don't understand it. Now I'm hoping the live experience sells it for me. But
right. I'll go to anything live. But as far as to be on a road trip, like,
yeah.
I'm going to go to sleep. I'm driving. I've been driving for the last 6 hours. I can't listen to this anymore. Like, I need something with some energy.
Who you rocking to these days in your Spotify?
Honestly, Morgan fucking Wallen. And I know that everybody would say that.
He's killing it right now.
But I listen to a lot of Morgan, and then I've never stopped listening to Yellow Wolf. He's always in the mix. Polo G. It's also really hard for me to pay attention to new music while I'm trying to be creative in music. Like, if I started a song, I could listen to 3 songs, and then I want to end it differently than I did before. So, like, I try to not... I don't download nearly as much music as I used to.
Yeah.
Now that my brain works like that, you know? I listen to the radio a lot.
What do you have you heard all of the 36 songs on the new Morgan album?
If anybody says that they've listened to every song all the way through, they're lying to you. There's no... I mean, I'm not saying that any of them are bad, but it's 36 songs, dude.
But most of them are sounding pretty good.
Fire.
Yeah.
Like, and I attach to the way that he writes music because I more than anything, I feel like a lyricist.
Yeah.
Him and Hardy, and I don't even listen to a lot of Hardy's music, like his original music, but like Hardy has written some of the dopest songs.
Yeah. I don't like much of Morgan Wallen's solo stuff. Like, it's okay, but every one of his duets with other artists are that's where he shines for me. They're all gold.
And I feel like I would be kind of sort of in the same boat. Like, if I have a direction in a song and you just give me a verse, it's gonna happen so fast.
Yeah.
And I haven't done that.
What about Luke's new album? It's only a couple days out now, but have you heard it yet?
Not listened to it yet.
I haven't either. I got lots of listening to catch up on.
And I'm mad at myself for that. Honestly, I need to do that.
Yeah.
I've listened to a little bit of it, but not. I haven't given it the time that it deserves. You know, if an album drops, I want to sit down and listen to it front to back without interruption.
Yep.
And Morgan Wallen doesn't fucking let me do that. Like, I can't take 3 days off from work to listen to this album.
Right. Right. All right. We're going to take our final break and then come back for the third and final segment with Dakota Moss. We'll be right back. And welcome back to Cosmic Koolaid. This is episode 16. I'm your host, Corey Short. Got Dakota Moss, a musical artist, in the studio, and we played some of his music. Man, I'm just glad you took the time to come hang out with me for a little bit.
I got time for you anytime.
Thanks, bro.
Yes, sir.
You always going to be a little brother to me.
Yep.
And anything I can do to help you, I always will.
I know that.
Tell me about some of your non-musical hobbies and interests. What are you into, man?
I like to fish. I didn't fish as much last year as I want to, but I definitely am this year. I've been saying that. Snowboarding. 2 years ago, I broke my snowboard and was broke. So I went a season without it. And then Ann bought me a snowboard this year. That's why I only snowed once. Because if I didn't have bad luck, I'd have none. Dude, it's mostly music. I hate to say that, but like
Music and Ann.
yeah, music and Ann, dude. That's really about it.
What charities, what causes are you passionate about?
Definitely anything that benefits like cancer research.
Sure.
Just because.
Yep.
I've been through that. I never really thought about that. I've never been in a I never made it there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think life experience takes you there. Like for me, it's my house burned down. And
Yeah.
I know what a relief it was when the community jumped in to help me at the worst.
When's your house burn down?
Oh man, so when I lived in the Riceville area, I was with Kristen, so it's inside of 13 years ago. Let's call it 10 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, house burned to the ground on Riceville, and
I don't know how I didn't know that.
yeah, we were renting the bottom half of a duplex at the time before I owned a house. We were renting. Kristen and I had just started living together, and the woman upstairs babysat my daughter when I had appointments or whatever.
Perfect.
And so I walked Ayla upstairs and came back downstairs. I was still smoking cigarettes at the time. Smoked a cigarette. Walked out the door, threw it in the ashtray. I didn't put it out. Threw it in the ashtray.
Are you
threw it in the very full ashtray.
Oh.
I burned my house.
Okay, I was just making sure that's what you were saying.
Absolutely accidental, but I was the responsible party.
Damn.
That cigarette. Yeah.
My dad's house burned down whenever he was a kid, and whenever he was woken up, like the house was burning down, and they were still inside of it, and all he grabbed was Swananoa, like it's this tiny little trophy from his Little League football shit.
Yeah.
And it says the Raiders on it.
Yeah.
And he gave that to me a few years ago. It's one of my favorite things I own
Nice.
because that's all he took from his childhood home.
Right. So, I threw the cigarette in the ashtray, got in the truck, left for my appointment. Threw it in the ashtray on my way out. My daughter's upstairs, mind you, with the sweet lady that I was renting from, and she said she was cooking. And she looked over and she saw Ayla like walking backwards and just sit down on her butt. Ayla's like 2.
Yeah.
She went around the corner to see what Ayla was looking at, and the whole back wall was engulfed in flames. She grabbed Ayla, got outside real quick, and by the time I got there, it was pretty well gone.
Damn.
There was no chance.
I can't
of saving.
imagine.
The lady that owned the house, she did well on that. She came out okay she had good insurance and all that
Yeah.
good stuff. Of course, the insurance company tried to come after me because of the cigarette, to no avail, because it was an accident.
Yeah.
That's what you have insurance for.
Yeah. Isn't it crazy how like insurance companies, you pay into them all the time, and then whenever you have an accident, they're like,
No.
well, how did this happen?
Or they'll pay it and then drop you.
Yeah.
Insurance is just, I hate it.
You have to have it, but it's scam at the same time.
Yeah.
Shout out
What has
communism.
been the most rewarding part of this journey for you so far, man?
Really just like figuring out who I am. We were talking about the room night, like, and I'm able to say like that's not my scene because I've been in that scene.
Right.
I did a show at Room 9. I had a good time doing the show. That's not where I want to do shows. Like that's not my venue.
I see you becoming very, very mainstream because of your uniqueness, and I like even beyond like a Jack Harlow. There's a big demographic of the world that will never listen to Jack Harlow.
Yeah.
But I don't see there being any large chunk of group of or demographic of people that wouldn't enjoy your sound. It's just a universally pleasing sound.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah.
It is weird whenever I look at like my insights on social media and stuff to see like the demographic, and it's like even. And it's like, oh, well, you didn't help me at all for my next target audience because it's apparently that like most people that interacted with it, you know. It's strange, but it's awesome. Like I don't want to just. I feel like in my previous stuff, in the 2 songs that we came out with, we were very targeted on like girls, and I feel like a lot of that was influenced by the homie that was doing it.
Sure.
You know.
Sure.
I mean, I write a lot about like love and relationship stuff, but it doesn't. I don't know what I'm trying to say in that. It's gone.
It's all good. It's all good.
It's got to happen at least once. Like,
Yeah, no, for sure. So we're getting close to the end of this thing. Tell everybody where they can find all of your stuff, your social website, all that good stuff.
so Facebook, Dakota Moss, Instagram, Dakota Moss Music, TikTok, Dakota Moss Music. I haven't been active on really any social media
Sure.
because I've just been trying
We're
to
gonna bring
wrap
that
my
back.
head around this
Yeah.
shit, you know?
Yeah.
If you're local or if you're not, June 2nd at Silverado's is going to be my first show where I feel like I'm in control.
Yeah.
Which I'm so geeked about.
Yes, sir.
Got a lot of work to do on like the live set of
Yeah.
things. I've got production and recording figured out, but I don't know how to build a set, but I will.
Yeah. We got time. We got a little time.
Yeah. And I think Ann wants to be the DJ, which I think is the coolest shit ever.
Bro, that's
Yeah.
dope.
Dude, Ann is going to be in charge of my shit, just like she is at home. Like,
Bro, I love it. That's fantastic.
I'm so geeked. Whenever I asked her, she was like, yes. And I was like, I thought you would say yes, but I didn't know you'd say it like that.
I hope that you learn to start trusting your gut more.
Yeah.
You're a pretty smart cat.
Yeah, thank you.
And when you do trust your gut, it seems to work out for you.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. Like I said earlier, it's just so much easier now because I can just spit out what I'm thinking and bounce it off that wall and not feel like it's going to be some kind of like, fuck you, that's wrong type of emotion.
Right.
You know?
Right.
It's awesome.
Okay, so y'all heard it here. June 2nd, Dakota opening for Kingery and Officer Udi. Those guys from Content Violation on TikTok, they're a lot of fun. They're coming to town, and we're looking forward to having them. Dakota's going to be on that bill. Y'all make sure you don't miss his comeback show.
Hold on now.
Make sure not to miss his comeback show, June 2nd at Silverado.
I'm going to bring some older stuff out too, just because
Definitely.
that's
what everybody loves.
It's the country hip hop bill.
And I mean, if you have songs that your fans sing along to, you got to rock them.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's like Billy Joel not doing Piano Man. That's, you get it. So there's a couple things I wanted to touch on before we wrap it up. Earlier, I answered your question for you about Room 9 as far as your best musical moment so far. I never actually got your answer. What was your favorite musical moment so far? Whether that be in studio, live, whatever. What was like your, oh shit, this is amazing?
Honestly, Half Empty Revolver. The song that I have with Ann being my producer. And prod by IOF, he makes fire beats.
Now that is the one song that you have released in the interim.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
That's the only song I have independently. It's even going to be on a separate Dakota Moss profile because I don't have logins to that shit from the old stuff. So if you see the one with the blue check, go to the next one. Doing all of me and her doing that front to back, mastered, and it's not perfect, but it's done. Just knowing that that's possible is so liberating.
Yeah.
Like, it's a lot of time spent, a lot of research, a lot of money spent, honestly, on the equipment to get it done.
I think we got to put you together a band.
Dude, I would love that. I've always wanted a band, like always.
Yeah.
It's cool being out there by myself, but fuck, it would be so much cooler if I had 3 or 4 of the homies out there.
Yeah. And I never really felt like that your style was conducive to a band until I got further into Silverados and all these country rap, and all these rappers are bringing bands.
Yeah,
dude,
because
dope.
the live, like I said, I would see anything live. It doesn't matter. It could be a flute quartet. If someone says I got you a ticket, like I'll go. I'm gonna bitch about it the whole time, leading up to it. But like live music, it's just captivating seeing someone do something that people can't do. See somebody rip on a guitar.
Yep.
It does something to you.
Yep. So I showed you right before we came on the air the Chat GPT, the artificial intelligence. I'm trying not to keep hammering that on the show,
weird,
but
bro.
Here's what I want you to do. I want you to go ahead and work on a Chat GPT song, and
Apparently it would be really fucking easy.
and yeah. It's I don't know. Even like South Park just did an episode completely from ChatGPT.
No
and
shit.
they said it the whole time. ChatGPT. I think you need to make a song with ChatGPT somehow in the title, because that shit will go viral. Like
Yeah.
right now, it's all the rage.
Yeah.
And everybody's doing it. And creativity, man, I don't know how it's going to affect.
Dude, even if
Because it just wrote funny comedy lines and great bars for a rap song. Like,
yeah.
It's crazy how smart
This man
thing
typed
is.
in hip hop song about heartbreak, and it was just like,
And then I argued with it. I said, no, make it darker. And then it made it darker.
Yeah.
It was just, it's crazy.
That's wild. It would be really good for
in some ways, it's proving, they're never going to be able to prove plagiarism. I don't guess unless ChatGPT starts, cross-referencing what you searched and what it gave you with the rest of your life.
Yeah.
And it might be smart enough to know that. I don't know how deep this rabbit hole goes, but clearly I'm obsessed. I can't shut up.
No, that's awesome. Like,
but I would love to see you just drop a ChatGPT project and own it. Like,
shit.
It's what everybody's talking about, and it could, if you do it quick and do it right, it could put you exactly where you want to be. But I'm always thinking of crazy shit.
My writing is like I said, is like my therapy, but there's so many times where my therapy turns into absolute rage because I can't come up with something.
Or
so
even
if
that,
it just gives you some kind of idea,
like you're stuck in the third verse of a song, you just can't fucking find it.
Yeah.
Hey, help me out.
Yeah.
Here's the lyrics. Help me write the last verse.
Yeah.
And, no, let's try again. No, let's try again.
I'm gonna use it. Like that's a good tool. Even if I just pull one bar from it and be
it
like,
should
wow.
unleash your creativity or your ability to produce content. It is your,
because it takes me so long.
Ultimately, if you're telling it, write me a song about a kid from Arkansas who likes turtles, it was still your idea.
Yeah, I like turtles.
That's probably going to make it into one of the little TikTok
that's fine.
Short versions.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I like turtles. Dakota, man, thank you for taking the time to come on the show.
Hell yeah, dude.
You're going to go work on a ChatGPT song, come back in a couple months, be on the show again, let our audience hear it after you're already mega viral famous from it, and we'll roll you back through here. Don't forget, folks, June 2nd. So is the old website still good? Do you still have access to the website?
Nah, hell nah.
Folks, if you don't know what we keep referring to, there's a former a person involved in the team that has caused some issues. He's holding things hostage and
been strongholded.
He's unfortunately, Dakota, signed a couple of papers he probably wishes he hadn't. I kind of gave him the advice to trust this guy and let him take a chance, and we were both wrong, and we both learned from working with this person, but moving forward, man.
For sure, man.
All positive vibes going forward.
The good thing is that there was only, there's only 2 songs. That's it. Like, we did a lot more. I'm so glad that there was only 2 songs. I wanted to drop everything. You know that.
Yeah.
I was like, get it out. So glad that didn't happen.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
And I'll never get those back, but I know how to do it now.
Sure.
Fuck it.
Sure. So, all right, y'all. I'm Corey Short. This is Dakota Moss, episode 16. We're all out of time, man. Thank you so much.
Hell yeah, dude.
We'll see y'all at the next one.
In 2023, lines will be crossed, champions will be determined, and legends will be made. HVW once again sets the stage for great professional wrestling in Western North Carolina, bringing the best talent together for the Showdown Series at Silverados. Featuring TJ Boss, Jada, Stone, Reno, Royce, Luca, Daniels, Marcus, Erics, Michael, King, and King Enterprise. The bar and standard in professional wrestling has always been high in North Carolina. This year, High Velocity Wrestling takes that into the atmosphere. It's the Showdown Series at Silverados.